in my flavor, I think it's cause. Watch out, another switch, another switch, another switch, another switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my feet.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, 18 Gators.
Focus, defense, focus. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Let's go.
Kill, turn up.
Rush in. Rush protein spill. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Check three, check three, check three. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come.
Let's go.
On first down, Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, ready? 50, plant. Greystone, travel. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Hey, wahoo!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Check three, check three, check three. Check.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready up.
Check. 59. Go.
Hey, stand off. Fight.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready, break.
58 to Mike. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. Check.
Rock it.
Check hot.
Score.
Lucky. Hey, check 24.
Hey, echo.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to the Mike.
From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Williams. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Go. Hey.
To throw again, Gordon. He finds his man Johnson. 27 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Gordon. Johnson's got it complete. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
General West. Hey, high 7. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Eason, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Fair. Hey, Delta. Check 49.
From the gun, Eason. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Squeeze. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, Haywood.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Gordon. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Gordon. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gordon. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Gordon, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson, the intended target. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. On 1st down, Moss. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing. And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, check. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready?
From the gun, Gordon. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go. 60 yards.
I'm scared. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Smooth. Go out.
Check. 36. Check 52.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Tighten up. Slip.
Look at me. Score. Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Yeah. Mike 58, right there. I got one. 58, boys, 58.
Hit it.
From the gun, Eason. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's Williams to return.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Gordon. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready. Rock, rock it, rock it. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with go.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
2nd and 11. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
On the ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Jump, 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 jump.
On first down, Moss. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. The 40. He's at the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ready, go.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Ready, ready.
Throwing on first down. Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check.
Go out.
Kill. Hey, turn it out.
On the ball. Be careful.
On third down, Moss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And a cutback right sideline. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now again, right side. It's Moss. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got Jack Doyle. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
He's checking crowd.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Panthers and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
A 54-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Don't get nervous. 50 wants the mic.
Looking to throw. Gordon. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for DJ Moore. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go.
Come on, baby.
Back to throw. Gordon is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Ready?
On 2nd down. It's Moss up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
59. I got one. Mike's 59.
From the gun on third down, Eason. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Go. 25.
They'll try the left side. Moss. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mike is 59.
Hey, Echo.
So don't say nothing. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. 65. 65.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give right side. It's Moss. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And they'll try the jet sweep here, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now a give right side. Moss. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
58, boys, 58.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are, but sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now Elliott. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gordon rolling to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
To throw on 2nd down. Gordon, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
At the 21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Go. Sponge. No.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Sam off.
Crunch.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 59.
Look at me. Go.
On 3rd down, Moss. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Under crunch.
Go.
Check.
Rock it. Go.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Let's go, D.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Gordon eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, his throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Go.
Check. Nick.
General West. Hey, lock it.
He's coming. Double up.
Now a give, right side. Moss. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Mike, check.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, they scared.
Hard.
Twits. Watch twits.
Deep grip.
On 4th down, Eason. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
61. Match box. Right. Stand.
Alert 3. Shoot.
Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
On 1st down, it's Moss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike 5'9". I got you.
Ready? Hey, Delta.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Get that ball.
Go out. Go.
Back to throw. Eason. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go. Go. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Look at me. Go.
Looking to throw. Eason looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
For the field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook? Trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Rock it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Go.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Ready.
On third down, Moss, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15.
Here we go.
They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
50, plant.
Watch the run.
Hey, lock it.
Check three.
Be careful.
Now a give right side. Moss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, it's Moss, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So this one is over, a victory for Carolina, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Carolina, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need, tell me